This poem is called A Robin and it's written by Walter de la Mare, famous for The Listener's Poem, which is a wonderful poem where a traveller comes to a house and just listens, and all you hear is scurryings and ghost-like creatures in the house listening. No one answers the door. And the rider has to ride away. Auden speaks of his steady, patient and successful endeavour to eliminate the overtly artful, which was a legacy of the pre-Raphaelites in their poetry. So in other words, trying to make sense of that, he gets things down to its simple form of the simple cadences. But I think always there's a restrained austerity about it. He tries to be strict with the words he uses, very, very much so. And what he's trying to do is look at things, as all artists do, and point things out to us as if, look at this, isn't this amazing? And this is a wonderful poem where he gets us to consider the robin. And there's some interesting little mysteries in this poem. So, A Robin by Walter de la Mare. Ghost grey the fall of night. Ice bound the lane. Lone in the dying light flits he again. Lurking where shadows steal, perched in his coat of blood. Man's homestead at his heel, death still the wood. Odd restless child, it's dark. All wings are flown. But this one wizard's, hark, stone clapped on stone. Changeling and solitary, secret and sharp and small, flits he from tree to tree, calling on all. Wonderful little poem. The way that scene is set, so just a few words to set such a powerful scene. Ghost grey the fall of night. Ice bound the lane. Lone in the dying light flits he again. So we're told that he's been flitting around. A good word for a robin moving is to flit. Robin also is often described as to flit around. And everything's end of day. Nothing should be alive, but here's the robin. Lurking where shadows still. It's almost in a half world. So the shadows are still in it. It's the time for shadows, but the bird living is still there. Perched in his coat of blood. It's a very unusual way to describe a robin's breast of red as a coat of blood, which sets up a sort of almost like a sinister sense to that. And man's homestead at his heel, death still the wood. This superiority that he's up on the tree and man's homestead is at his heel. He's superior to us. He's above us. Odd, restless child. The poet is considering how odd he is, how restless. He's not sleeping like the others, he's flitting around. It's dark, all wings are flown, but this one wizard's heart. He's saying, everything's flown, everything's gone to its nest, but you are still here, listen. And then there's this curious line, stone clapped on stone, when stone is hit against stone. The sound of the robin in the tree there. Maybe his beak on the hard bark of the tree. Changeling and solitary. It's as if he's not like another bird. He's been swapped by fairies. A changeling means that the child's taken away by fairies and another one substituted. So he's not like the others. And solitary, this reminds us, doesn't it, of the lonely situation that this is in. It's only him that's up, no one else is up. Secret and sharp and small. Talking poetry about using technical terms. You think of the alliteration, secret, sharp and small. It's done to put those words together, to see it as secret, sharp and small. That's what a robin is. That's its essence. Secret, sharp and small. So the alliteration binds it together. Flits he from tree to tree, that word flits. Most people, they describe it, the robin, as it flits from here to there. It's still around, it's still full of energy. Calling on all. It's still visiting places when everything else is gone. So I'd like to read it one more time, and hopefully the few comments I've made will help to unveil it a little bit more as it points its finger towards the essence and the mystery of what a robin is, especially this time of day. Ghost grey, the fall of night, ice bound the lane, lone in the dying light flits he again, lurking where shadows still, perched in his coat of blood, man's homestead at his hill, death still the wood. Odd restless child, it's dark, all wings are flown, but this one wizards, hark! Stone clapped on stone, change then and solitary, secret and sharp and small, flits he from tree to tree, calling on all. See how the second stanza seems to have entered into another world, a fairy world, as if this thing is not of this world, because it's operating in a dusk-like time when everything else is asleep. So it's beautifully done, and there's so much in just a few words. Well worth reading and rereading, as all great poetry is. And I hope you enjoyed that little read and comments. And please look out for other videos I do where I look at the great poetry of the past. So, hope you enjoyed that.